There are two really dominating environments that are driving our innovation. The first is the lethality of the warfighting environment, like we've seen in Ukraine. It has gone asymptotic, and manned air platforms are extremely vulnerable to threats. And being able to support combined maneuver operations with manned helicopters is a big challenge. And all the services are moving to what we call distributed operations, where in order not to have a concentrated collection of troops in one space that's vulnerable to attack, they're splitting it up into small mobile units and they're disaggregating. And then they maneuver to a position of advantage, and then they reaggregate, strike, and then disperse. And in order to do that effectively, you need a lot more vertical lift. And not only to move people, but to also resupply these small units. And they can't afford to take on, 10,000 pounds of supplies, because then they can't move. They'll be just sitting there guarding their. So they need much more discrete, high sortie rate resupply. And so logistics in a contested environment is really, really a core focus of ours. The other area that we are really focusing on is INDOPACOM, and the paradigm shift that really is driven by that operating environment is this huge expanse of sea and longer ranges, and therefore longer response times, connectivity between distributed forces, all is putting a major stress on aviation in general and vertical lift in particular. And so coming up with configurations that frankly can have performance that goes well beyond conventional helicopters is going to be an important part of being able to effectively operate in that kind of environment.